In this video, we discuss the cost of living in Milford, Massachusetts. All that and way more. Stay tuned for that, and also be sure you uplift at least one person today. And we are starting right now. Hey YouTube family, happy Wednesday. Today we're talking about the cost of living in Milford, Massachusetts. Say perhaps you're interviewing with a company that's based in and around Milford, Massachusetts, and you're thinking about relocating here from a land afar. But what you really need to know in that situation is what is the true cost of living in Milford, Massachusetts? How will things differ, and how will my quality of life compare to what I have now? Well, I will tell you from living in Milford, compared to most major cities in the area, Milford is significantly less expensive overall. So here's a really great website. I love this website, and I found it in the past by Googling to show many of my clients who have transported themselves cross country. This website gives you a cost of living analysis and shows you comparatively how the cost of living in Milford compares to even other towns and cities locally. It'll translate your salary that you're currently making and actually equate it to the economy right here in Milford, Mass. For example, if you make $80,000 currently, but you move to Milford, Mass, you may only need to make 70 grand perhaps in order to have the same quality of life that you had from wherever you moved from originally. Looking at these websites here with your realtor, you can determine several important stats about Milford, Massachusetts. I urge you, if you're relocating to the area, to take a good hard look at this website and also this one right here. And I'll link those down in the description below. Now conversely, if you live in an area that is pretty low cost right now, you may figure that you're going to need a higher salary in Milford. So you might find that it's going to be a little bit more expensive here than where you're also coming from as well. Therefore, it is an important step to determine what the cost of living really is. However, it does really depend on each individual situation. At times, yes, cost of living may be higher, but chances are you'll be making more money. It really comes down to ratios and looking at your budget and what you can really afford. After all, it does have to make sense for you, right? And if you're curious about realtor tips that you can use in buying that brand new construction home, you can check out that video up here by clicking up on the card and leave a comment below if you like the content, or maybe let me know what you want to see in the next video. Now, of course, all this information is something you really would love to know before you accept that job offer or make that move across country, right? Knowing this information may give you more leverage and ammunition to negotiate terms on that shiny new job offer. It's important knowing what you'll be able to afford in that future position before you take that move. Maybe you can use this information to get your future employer to pay for a better relocation package. For example, you could say, listen, I'm going to be making less money to move to this site or branch in the company. You may continue, I would love to accept the job, but it's going to cost me XYZ to do so. I would really benefit me and you because I feel like I'm a great fit for your company, and that if you could assist or pay for my moving expenses. Is that something that would work for you? You never know if it's actually going to take. However, you always have to ask to get a yes. If you never ask, the answer is always no, right? Hey everyone, my name is Vasilios and welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here and you want to get the latest actionable tips from a local realtor that actually save you time, save you money, and result in a smooth real estate deal, start now by subscribing and clicking that bell notification so you don't miss anything. And if you like the video, well, go ahead and like that video. Now, back to it. So here's a great example. I had a client who found me on YouTube watching a video on YouTube just like this one. He asked me about rehab properties in the area and how that process works. We had a great conversation and we had plenty of options for him to go over. We spoke about buying land and building, buying a rehab property, and what the process entails and what that time frame specifically looked like for them. At the time, they were renting and moving from a big city and paying an awful lot of rent, which could easily transfer over and actually save them money moving to Milford and owning a home in a nearby town. So after many showings and a few offers, we were able to relocate this family to a beautiful home in a fantastic neighborhood where they were able to be homeowners, increase their salary by moving to the area and accepting a great new job and have a very comfortable budget. Now, knowing exactly what their budget would look like with transportation and what all their expenses would be before making a decision made it much less stressful transition and relocation by taking the bulk of stress away from budgeting and finances. Now, Milford, Mass is not a huge city. It's an old town with old world values. Our population is about 28,000. Milford is very centrally located and you can pretty much get to anywhere in Mass in about an hour or less. That includes anywhere in Worcester County and even towards the Cape. Hopefully this helps you in your relocation or helps your decision to move to this wonderful town or even the area. Hey listen, if there is anything in the world that you want to talk about or have a question, reach out anytime. Let me treat you to coffee. No obligation, really. 508-821-8835. We can talk about the weather, cars, real estate, racing, whatever. Now that you are informed on what the cost of living is like in Milford, you'll want to follow this video with this one up here that talks about why I love living in Milford, Mass. Also, if you think this video can help out a friend or family member, please consider sharing. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.